came out here this afternoon, and this is part two, right here. Our sound waves, or shockwaves, I should say. Yep, I've got all these shockwaves here, and like I said, last week, or it was week before, a branch fell on the roof of my garage, and it released about an inch of dust and dirt from the rafters. Hey, what's happening, Captain? How you doing, sir? Well, I'm trying to get things set up here. Because you never know how it's going to look. Well, until you get over here. All right, we got that put back up there. Not going to move it. You are here after 3 days. Esmeralda, hello, hello. I said hi to you in the other comments. Hey, how's it going? I'm going to clean the sound waves, or the shock waves. I need to stop that. We just did sound wave. Busy, and I was talking to my boyfriend. All right. Well, yeah, you got to talk to your boyfriends, otherwise they get lonely. What was I looking for? Okay, I got a little bit of caulk. Got a little bit of sealant. I've got a little hole on the back side of the garage that I have to fix. But I figured we would start by pulling these all down and kind of one by one going over them. Just dusting them off, and then we'll clean the shelf off real quick. Next stream, do some Legos. I don't have any Legos, bud. The only Lego I take that back. I have. Let me back this up a little bit. I have Lego Optimus. Let's pull Blaster. You know, we can talk and work at the same time. You saw Transformers today. Which Transformers did you see? Let's start with the maybe this is why I'm saying it. Sound Blaster. That is terrible. G1, the 86 movie. And all I'm using here, okay. I tell you what, before I do this, just one second. I can't in good conscience sit here and do this directly over my HasLab. This is what's directly underneath there. That is what's underneath there. We can't, I don't want to sit here and just be blasting dirt onto my HasLab. So, I'm going to move him real quick. All right, where was I at? Sound Blaster. We're cleaning them off. Let's see, where are we at in the chat? You woke up and watched an episode. Awesome, awesome. Brentley, you've been busy with school. Hey, Ethan, you don't have to leave, bud. I wish I had some Legos. You know what I've been thinking about? Have you guys seen that Bender Legos set? It's not Legos. Is that better? Yeah, you can actually see his face now. All right. Let us get him clean. Yeah, I know you guys maybe... Do you have a day off next week? I know my kiddos, they usually have Mondays off school. They got the 4-day week here, which is okay. It works for what it is. Let's actually keep him up here. Because this is why everybody's here. I didn't even get to put in the, whatever you want to call it, the description, what I'm doing, you know. So everybody who pops up, hey, everybody, how's it going? My name is Joe. I'm cleaning off some Transformers. I'm cleaning off an entire shelf, a section of a shelf. Last we did Soundwave, and that was like 3 episodes, and it was so exhausting. So I figured this one, I'm gonna do all the Shockwaves, dust them off, clean the shelf, boom. We'll do a cool display. And the bad thing is, all these are about the same size. All right, Sound Blaster. You guys check him out. You tell me, is he clean? Nope, he's not. Boop. Oh yeah, I don't have anything in his chest. Oh man. There we go. Getting there in the hips. Whoa, sorry about that, everybody. All right, we got Sound Blaster. I think this was probably Siege or the Netflix, because I know, yeah, Netflix, I'm sure, because of all the damage on him. All right, let's put him down here. We cleaned up a little bit of room below us so we can set these down as we do them. And here, look, there's a spider body hanging. Let's just get rid of that. I don't want to scare nobody. It's the day after Halloween. Come on now. Well, 2 days after. That is the Generations Sound Blaster. Oh, he's filthy. There we go. Yeah, like I said, whenever that thing hit the floor or hit the roof, kaboom. I'm lucky not more fell, but, you know, still. That's fine. We'll pick up his little weapon here in a minute. I think that was some kind of makeshift weapon that I made anyway. So how's everybody doing? I'm going to check the chat here real quick. You just got paid $80 today. Hey, man. Time here is 6:58 p.m. Well, I think it's 5:58 p.m. here. I wanted to go on at 6 o'clock, but, you know, I want to see what you guys were doing. Check in with everybody. Brentley, yeah, man. I saw that you got quite a nice collection of Transformers there, bud. Oh, what is that? All right, we may have to... Man, I tell you what, people, I'm 2 Transformers in, and my back's already kind of starting to tweak a little bit. It really is. There we go. Yeah, should have brought a bar stool over here, something tall that I could sit on and do this. There we go. That's a whole lot better now, isn't it? There we go. Generation Sound Blaster. Let's put him down here. He's dusted off, so we know he's not. Look. All right. If anybody pops in, all I am doing is cleaning off all of my Shockwaves. We're going to kind of go over them, see which ones that I've got. Maybe there are some that you like or think are cool. And yeah, man, if you're going to get some Transformers, I don't know if you got Facebook Marketplace where you're at, but I've picked up plenty of Transformers. There we go. Yeah, I picked up plenty of Transformers off of Facebook Marketplace. All right. Now, this is one of those kind of funny ones. Probably Cyberverse, I think. The Bumblebee thing. But he's kind of a cool bot. I mean, once we clean him up, then you'll see. You'll see once we can actually see him without all the nastiness on him. I was getting roasted while we were doing the Shockwave, or the sound waves. Everybody's like, oh, you're so horrible. I know, I was like, I feel terrible. But, you know, you can only get to these things when you can get to these things. It's been a long, busy summer for me. All right, is that head clean? Can you guys see that? Looks pretty clean. Looks a lot better than it did. Let's clean this back here real quick so I can feel the dirt in my fingers. Yeah, he's nothing to write home about. He's a whole lot of hollowness. He's, I think, you know, one of those more of a kid's toys. He needs to go somewhere else on the shelf. Where does this go? Does it plug in here? Looks like it. There. All right, we've got him all... Oh, no, it goes there. There we go. Now we got him all done. We got him all cleaned up. We'll throw him down there. One of my favorites. Now, this guy's going to try and fall because I've got him in like a walking pose. There we go. Everybody should trust the 14-year-old MP. Just stand, buddy. All right. I don't know if y'all can see that. Very dirty Galactic Man. Boy, he needs to be cleaned, doesn't he? Still stiff. Nice stiff ratchets. That's all good. There we go. There we go. That makes everybody feel better, doesn't it? Certainly makes me feel better. All right. We might only do half this shelf tonight. And that's just because I'm telling you what. Ooh. Maybe we'll make this a two-parter. And this is the same mold as the other guy. Whoop, let me stop that. This guy back here. And, you know, you can take the Shockwave out of there, and all this is just the extra kit so he can turn into that spaceship. There we go. Oh, that's a lot better now, isn't it? Let's get in here. Getting there good and deep, like. Yep, figure if you're gonna do it right. Okay. Oh, that's cool. All right. Oh, man. I forgot how awesome that guy is. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I do like him an awful lot. This is the Galactic Man. And, oh, what line? It even says that there on his chest. Galactic Man. This is a nod to that, I had one, the Shockwave, that you could get at Radio Shack. Loved Radio Shack. They had toys, speaker wire, coax. Oh, look at how dirty my hands are already. Okay, this one. Yeah, I tell you what, man. Oh, see, doesn't that already look better? Whenever you forget which ones they are, I'm like, I know this one. I only bought it like 7 years ago. Sorry. I'm sorry, people. You think it's bad. Ugh. I think as Morelda said the other day, I can smell the dust. That's right. Ugh. I need me a Transformer mama to come and help me dust. Let's just clean this off back here. Oh, that is... We can disconnect that. In the sake of cleanliness. Oh, that's a lot better now, isn't it? Oh, man. I tell you what, if you guys have not checked out the sound waves that we did, I was very happy with that. I was happy with the way that came out. And then that just clips back in his little thing there. There you go. That's not too bad. Hey Google, turn off. I don't need competition. That thing just kicked on for no reason. I don't need to be promoting no hair loss or hair growth or whatever they got going on there. That ain't my business. Sorry if I just made everybody's Googles jump up. And all right, just putting that back in there. There we go. He is all cleaned off, and that looks a whole lot better. Yeah. Yep. All right, let's get the little core class guy out. Ugh. I'm probably going to get something just touching these. But this is the little core class that they gave us, and he is pretty cool. And this looks like a War for Cybertron. Hey, you can actually see who he is now. Check that out. Whoa, throw him on the ground. He didn't go too far. All right. There we go. The little core class guy, or I tell you what, Brentley, look for these core class figures. If I were to start collecting, these things are it. They transform, they're very articulate, they're small, they don't take up a lot of space. That's what I should be thinking about. Where do I save space? Oh, which one do we want to do next? I know, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for Shockwave. I count these little guys as figures, don't you guys? This is one of those where they had 10 or 15 little die-cast characters. And they sold them in that big pack. Let me see what he got there. Do I have TFP Shockwave? Maybe is that TF1? I don't know. We'll see. I got a lot more going on here. We'll check them out real quick. I might. If you see it, let me know. Here is another one. Ugh. Look at how. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, people. You know what? Now I got to move. Now I'm sitting here dusting on top of the already cleaned Shockwaves. Give me a second. Let me move these Shockwaves. Let me scoot them and let me put, you know what's coming next, don't you? The shelf scrub. Self scrub? No, shelf scrub, yes. Cyberverse, there we go. Yeah, that guy there. And I thought he was cool. This is, and like I said, this is, I wouldn't call it a collector's item. It's more of a kid's toy, but I think it's cool. I really dig this guy. Let's clean him. Let us clean him up. And like I said the other day, I should be wearing a mask while I'm doing this, but, ladies and gentlemen, hentavirus is a real thing. And that's where you breathe in particles of nastiness that have dried. Oh, that's so much better, isn't it? Getting there, getting his back. All right. No stone or armpit left unturned. Whoops, sorry, guys. Got a little excited. There we go. And yeah, that arm is like static, sticks straight out. That's why his pose is just standing there like that. Yeah, he's pretty... Oh, I missed a leg. I can feel the dirt on that leg. There we go. There we go. Now, that one's all clean. Oh, let's get this other little core class guy out here. Ugh. Ugh. There we go. And one thing, you know what I'm most afraid of? Other than dust? Spiders. Ugh. Being in the garage, I see big, huge spiders walk across the floor, and they're running at me. At least I'm convinced they are. Every time I see one, I'm like, he's here to get me. Okay. Clean that out, clean that out. Ugh. You know what? This guy might have come with something else. He might have been part of a set of something or other. Oh, sorry about that. There we go. He is a cool little core class Shockwave. And like I said, these guys are awesome. They have got all the posability of a full-size figure in a teeny-weeny, thing. Okay, let's put him over here. All right, no time to play, people. Oh, oh, oh. One of my favorite versions of Shockwave. That right there. This is where he turns into that sharp-looking spaceship. Let's check the chat real quick. Oh, I wish it just stayed on. Sass. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Transformers Prime. Yep. And I think this one is, yeah, this is like I said, this might be the Transformers Prime, isn't it? We're close to it. I think maybe something like that. Well, that's a KO, an oversized version of this one. No. That just went behind the desk. We'll have to get that at another point in time because, yeah, she's gone. Transformers Prime is different. Okay. Because I remember Transformers Prime, the one where they had Unicron and... Sorry, shouldn't be weak. Oh, okay. There we go. See, I haven't watched all these things since they first came out. That's that's when I watched them. Oh, let's get in there, clean that. Okay, there we go. And he is done. Let's put him off to one side. Is anybody keeping count? I'm not. That's why whenever anybody asks me, how many Transformers do you have? I'm like, I have no clue how many Transformers I have. I think when you start counting, that's when you stop collecting. At least a smart person does, you know what I'm saying? All right, the last one we're going to do is the MP back there. So let's grab this other little core class, and he is very cool. Look, now you can actually see who he is. Oh, pardon me so much. Yeah, I might sneeze or cough a little bit. And then Joe got mesothelioma. All right. Man, this guy's like super detailed in there. And like I said, buddy, core class, these guys are $10 a piece. You can go get, you know, hell, nowadays, 80 bucks is one figure, one deluxe size, or two of the Voyagers, maybe. Then you got a figure in tax. Look at how much detail is in this tiny guy. I never really looked at him up close. All right, okay, we're playing. Sorry. Put him back. And here is another one of the Studio series. This guy is phenomenal. Yeah, to anybody who's a hardcore Shockwave fan, and I'm just cheesing them off by showing you all these terrible things. This is my redemption right here. Sitting here coughing up a lung, dusting these things off. Okay, isn't that much better? There we go. Oh, and Predaking? Ho-ho! I did not know. Yeah, I mean, that guy is just crazy in the back there. That is awesome. Soft rubber cord. Okay. All right, now him. There we go. He's done. Let's throw him to one side. This guy is LT. He's a lemon tree. He's filthy. Yes, I must apologize. But this is probably one of the better KOs that I have gotten. See there. Yeah, look, it is nice, I promise. Underneath all this crud. Let me throw his arms back up there and his bits and pieces. That's fine. We need to get in there anyway. But yeah, this guy, let's dust him off before we look at him really close. Before we get in too deep. Before I show you my dirty shame. There we go. Clean that. Wipe this off. Wipe that down. If anybody pops in, hey, how's it going? I'm doing this live as inspiration to clean and dust my Transformers. I kind of go through some Shockwaves. See if there's some Shockwaves that you need to have in your collection. Sorry, I keep bumping the doggone thing. But there we go. That's much better. Now let me clean off his little hand cannon. There, we can put him back there for a second. And there is his blaster. This guy's got a crazy blaster. Yeah, and he turns into the Nemesis-looking ship. Oh, let's clean this off before we... Ugh. And that's what I'm saying, people. You get one of these little 2.5-inch brushes, gets right in there, cleans all that junk up. Yeah, there we go. That's not bad. If anybody's stopping by to see me do this, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. God bless it. Sorry about that. Okay, and this goes on here as such. Put that back on there. I'm surprised it held on. We really dropped it good. All right, let's put his back in his arm. Where it should go. There we go. Is it in there yet? Go sideways. Oh, there we go. It goes sideways. Come on now. Man. Well, things start getting old. Start falling apart a little bit. There we go. Got that put back together. Got that put back in like it should be. And there we go. Yeah, he is Lemon Tree. I can't remember exactly which one he was. He's still got dirty hips. Christ almighty. Try and do a good job, and this is what I'm rewarded with. Stuff just falling apart. Let's get that back where it's supposed to be. You in there. There. All right, we got him all done. Let's throw him to one side. Oh, my foot's going to sleep. I might have to get, I've got a little, my shop chair. I might have to go grab that. All right, another one of the most awesome studio series that we have ever gotten is this disc. And he actually looks kind of good with all that nastiness on him, doesn't he? This was one of the studio series. Yeah, hey, people ask if I got Bayverse. I got Bayverse. I'm not blind enough to know when somebody makes a cool bot. Clean that. Blah, 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 blah. Oh. There's got to be at least 1% of the population out there who's just going, oh, clean it off. This guy is so pokey. Ugh, I think that was a feather. What the heck? Like I said, I have had birds get into my garage, run amok, and knock characters over. If I can't catch them, I'll come back in. And of course, they've tried to poop or, pooped on something. All right, let's get his feet down. Whoops, sorry, everybody. This guy is the king of the nooks and crannies, I tell you what. But does that not look a whole lot better? This guy is incredible. Just look at those hands. All right, let's finish. Yeah, we've only got 3 more. We're doing pretty good. Okay. Well, it's kind of cool. I mean, we got this guy, and then we got the little core class of him. There we go. How about that? Is that better? Yeah, I believe so. All right, 3 more. And then we get to clean the shelf. Yay! All right, let's see if anybody said anything in the chat here. Yep, a Preda King. Okay, yeah. If you guys will indulge me, I'm going to take a sip of my after dinner coffee. At least I was smart enough to cut coffee from a little boba place, and I was smart enough to put the little lid back in. All right, and the actual Shockwave version of Galactic Man. I know. I feel bad. People. This is horrible, gross, and, unfortunately, sometimes it happens. It was a busy summer, which is good. I was working a lot, And then I was smart enough, I had to move a bunch of boxes out of my basement. And I stacked them in front of all this over here for like 2 months. And this is just how quickly just this dirt accumulates. One of these days, I'm going to have a fancy, fancy display with glass cabinets. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice? All right, let's get the back of his legs. Oh, my goodness. These guys are just like bits and pieces of bits and pieces. Okay, let's get the side of his leg over here. Ugh. Yuck. Oh, man. Got that, got that. Okay, now this guy does have battle damage, so I don't want to spend too much time trying to clean battle damage. Oh, 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 get back in there. I started on transforming him. Ah, there we go. Hold up, people. There. Yep. There we go. That is a whole lot better. Do you like that? That is a lot better. Perfect. Okay. 2 more. And this is the Armada sound wave. Oh no. Oh no. It happens whenever my daughter walks up and is like, I don't want to go to school. I'm like, okay, babe. You know, I, 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 I can't equate, but I can understand. Hey, man, what's happening? I'm cleaning. Yeah, I touched the shelf. That's right. I am so sorry. Go get yourself a heating pad. Get yourself something warm. Oh, right now, I am so sorry. Yep, heating pad, some ibuprofen. You know, I'm showing everybody my shame. Well, I'm telling you, go on ahead and lay down and relax yourself. I'm cleaning, dude. I'm trying to get all this stuff. Ugh. I chased this guy for a long time, trying to find him. Believe it or not, kind of as ugly as he is. See, doesn't that already look better? Okay, okay. And cleaning this up, cleaning that up. With my mouth. There we go. Ugh. And like I said, I am excruciatingly afraid of spiders. I hate spiders. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Pardon me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Pardon me. Just dancing through. I hate spiders. My garage, I am in a probably 40-year-old garage. I know this garage was built probably in the late 70s, early 80s. Ugh. Oh man, I tell you what, little 2-inch angled soft brush, the best stuff in the world. And you've seen, I mean, you don't have to spray them down with chemicals, and you know, this knocks the dust and dirt right out, and it gets in here, or like I say, in here, you know. There you go. Factory. That's brand new right there. This thing has never, ever... Oh, I just shot my missile. Pardon me, I shot my missile. This thing has never, ever, ever... It's never had dust on it. It's always been displayed in a pristine glass cabinet. Humidity controlled. No. Let me get the missile before I lose it. Because this guy is complete, and I want to keep him that way. And I have to stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. If it... I saved the best for last. I had my MP over there in the corner. and we'll dust him off. And I've got a microfiber. I might wipe him off because, he's pretty. And, oh, look in there. Look. Sometimes if you stare into the dirty abyss stares back. What the heck is in there? Excuse me while I clean my Shockwaves hole. There we go. Now let's give him his missile. I actually got this guy in the box off Mercari. I've been doing that a lot. Believe it or not. There we go. Shield thing. Ooh. Did you guys see that gleaming and glaring? That's very pretty. That's pretty and beautiful. There we go. That is the Armada Soundwave. Shoots a deadly laser blaster thing. And very last, oh man, my foot's asleep. But not least, we got our MP back here. That is right. Let's look at how much disgrace has fallen upon the house of Transformer Joe. Your house is a disgrace. Oh. Hopefully not too soon. Oh yeah, hopefully not too soon. Yeah, but I mean, check that out. I mean, that's horrible, but just there you go. Like brand new. Like I said, these things have never, ever, ever seen dust. They've never been stored, out in a cruddy garage at below freezing temperatures for months on end. Like I said, I am in the garage. It's heated when I come out here and turn the heaters on, but other than that, my hose is floppy. Does that not look so much better? Well, there we go. Clean his little Popeye tattoos. He's like, I'm Shockwave this hell. No, okay, I'm sorry. Probably shouldn't do that anyway. Okay. And what we really want to get in there too, right in there, get in them kneecaps. Don't be afraid to get up in, Sometimes you gotta go. Sometimes you gotta get up in there, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes life says, get up in Shockwave's butt crack and just clean them on out. There we go. Whew, let me check the chat because I'm lazy and tired. He's cool. Oh, yeah. This guy, I love my MP and his little accessories, all his extra hands and junk. Joe's calling in sick to school in the morning. That's a freaking fact. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family. We've got some schmutz on this down here. I don't like it. All right, there. He is still in good condition. Very good, very good. And, you got to pull your stuff down. You got to play with it. You got to move the ratchets. Figure out what's going on there. All right. It's only plastic. Just like all of us. Nothing's getting any younger. Nothing's getting any younger, but it's okay. And now, for the moment that at least I have not wanted to do. Oh, crap. You guys you're gonna poo when you see how dirty this shelf is. Oh, by the way, I did find something cool today. Found this out while I was shopping for $4.99 at a Cargo Largo type place. Is that not cool? Does anybody have one of these? Not to digress and try and keep from cleaning that disgusting shelf. But does anybody have one? I know there's only 3 people here, but if you do, yes, I think they're very cool. I was fortunate enough to find the another one. I had another one here. I had another Prime, but for $4.99, I'm not going to pass that up. Got that guy, and then I found the Ultra Magnus, and I've had these for a couple of months now, and I didn't know you could take the trailers off. Put a little bit of force in there. It's on a little ball peg. I wouldn't recommend you do that very often. But yeah, I did not know you could pull that trailer off. And then I'm sitting here, I'm beating my butt up trying to get out there and find the Prime that's just the cab. Whoa. Hey, bud, you too, man. All right, man, you too. You have a good evening, bud. Yeah, I was killing myself trying to find just the cab, and, there he is right there. Plus, once I found out you could do that, I was like, can I do that with Ultra Magnus? Yes. I can take off Magnus's trailer. And then, of course, what I wanted to do was that. That looks so cool. You can do that, and like I said, it's just a little ball peg. There we go. That is super cool to me. I don't know. I just wanted to share. I'm trying to do anything but clean that shelf. I'm sorry. Please forgive me, everybody. You'll understand here in just a second. And you know what the funny thing is? I hope you guys can see me. I need to come over a little bit. My baby, my king. Uh-huh. Well, you're the one. You drew a picture of my wife. I need to find me Optimus Prime's wife there. Yeah, I don't know if you guys see how I'm sure I've got, some creatures that are alive in all this. These shelves I've never cleaned them. I've dusted them, but I've never, cleaned them. Okay, and then we're going to get underneath here. Can you see the junk just floating down? All right, let's get all the way in back. Let's get all this junk. Let's be done playing around. I want it clean. Oh, and right here, I don't know if you guys can see. No, you can't. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can. Right here, I tried to fill with foam a little hole I have in the wood. I've got some silicone we're going to fill that with. Just in case I have any peekers that come in and peek at me cleaning my transformers. Any looky-loos. Let me find something to use as a dustpan. I had a little dustpan in here. Where the heck did I put it? All right, don't go far, people. Stay put. I'm just looking for the dustpan that I know I had, but I don't know where it went. Oh, crud. I might as well quit. Here we go. In my scrap metal bin that's underneath there, I got a couple of license plates. I don't want to spill that, but yeah, that's gross. Let me go knock this off in the trash can real quick. Let me go rid myself of about... And yeah, that's what fell... Just all that fell out of the Raptors. It was disgusting. It was horrible. Let me see if anybody said anything. Yeah, I know. This dust is horrible. But I do have I've got my hot soapy water Once I get this kind of halfway cleaned up, we'll spray it down. I'm gonna put some bleach on it anyway. You know, I'm old school. You're not gonna kill germs. We're getting our sound waves dirty, man. We don't want to do that. You can't kill germs unless you use bleach. That is, I was raised and will die on that hill. All right. Nothing to it but to do it, I guess. If anybody, Esmeralda, have you stayed with me here this whole time? You have friends who also love Optimus Prime. You know what? I do. I do as well. They just won't admit it. What the heck? Do you guys see that? Look at that wood. Well, that's kind of cool. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you more than you know, because you can like do all kinds of junk with with YouTube. What I want to do, I know I'm not going to be a YouTube. I'm not Mr. Beast. That's for flipping sure. I am not now, nor have I ever been Mr. Beast. Nor would I ever aspire to be Mr. Beast. No Mr. Beasts here. But if I get X amount of views, X amount of hours, blah, blah, blah. Wait, have you done a face reveal? No, ma'am. No, I'm fine. I'm okay. You know, I know my hands aren't the best looking in the world, but I think they'll suffice. I'm always kind of pretty careful about, you know. Plus, if anybody saw me, they'd be like, "You look like my dad." That's probably what everybody would say. "You just look like my dad." Or I would get the, "Bruh, you look like my dad." Let me see. All right, let's give this a couple more swipes wipes. Soap, bubbles. Yeah, lots of... put some dish soap in there because it's a good degreaser. But this side of the shelf isn't half as dirty as that other side was. My gosh. I hope y'all like my new fancy, cool plaid shirt. Found that out today while I was not thrift shopping, but bargain shopping. Went to Ross, of course. Looking for that Triptychon that I'm not going to find. I look like the cup. I do. I do. I would look like Cup. There we go. Isn't that a lot better? Look at that green that came out. I wonder if it spilt some paint on this wood or something. Mr. Darby Jackson. I think you are absolutely correct. Okay, I tell you what. Now, whenever we do these, we want to... that shelf is just so doggone dark. Oh, let's fix that back there. Let me get the soap off my hands. Let me get the soap off my hands, and we'll fix that this thing, because it's covering over there, but not right there. Can I peel some of that off without it looking too terrible? Yeah, there we go. And it's going to be winter time. I do not want a cold breeze blowing in here in my eyeball. Now, where did I put that doggone sealant? I had some sealant in here. Let me see. Where'd it go? I can't find it. Throw that on there. Give it one last scrub. Let's throw the cleaner on there and let it set for a second. Let that sit a moment. Uh-oh, I got a bubble down here on my Deathsaurus. He's right below here too. Deathsaurus is like way over here, so he's been safe. He's okay. Oh. All right, I got to take a little sip of coffee here real quick. And we're going to come over here and give this shelf one final wipe. Yeah, I've been on Facebook for like not Facebook, doggone it. Whatever you want to call it. That's still kind of dirty down there. I've been on YouTube for a little over 3 years. About a year doing this kind of halfway serious. I wouldn't call it serious, but, you know, it's a hobby. This is something fun for me to do. I like getting on here. It's an outlet, as they say. All right, now, how are we going to do this? No, he cleaned Shockwave. I did. What's happening? You know, some yearly day out, once a year dirty, once a year cleaning. But, man, I want you to know, look back in the video, and, you know, this guy was filthy. He looks so much better now. He's still a little dusty back there in his arm. We'll clean that back there. We forgot to get that. Put that back up. And this one is a booger, but he's really big. Let's book him. I want to bookend him. I'm going to scooch guys down the shelf. I'm going to bookend him down next to here, but I want him standing up on something. Where did that... Oh. I wonder if he's big enough, or if his feet will... Will you stay, buddy? Probably not. I have to put his legs together. No, we're just going to knock Laserbeak off Soundwave's arm. Okay, well, maybe we'll just stand him up. Hope for the best. He'll stand well on his own. Okay, we'll leave him there. What's our next biggest one? I want to put our masterpiece, our MP. Our masterpiece needs to be in the middle. Oh. Yeah, there's our MP. I want him showcased right in the middle. But in a good way. There we go. All right, we might have to, we'll scoot him back, but we're still going to keep him in the middle. Because we have a lot of smaller Shockwave. Well, we have a lot of bigger, wider Shockwaves, too. We got this guy. And he's got his leg gone goofy on us. There we go. All right, let us scoot him all the way back there in the corner like that. How's that look? Let's check the chat. Maybe somebody's like, oh, that looks terrible. Don't do that. Oh, you need to dust my collection. Here's a link. Oh, God. I tell you what. So far, it's been 53 minutes, and all I've done is like 12 Shockwaves. And I'm physically tired. All right, we got this guy who just one of the more beautiful Studio Series figures. Absolutely. Let's put that arm down because he's not going to be able to have that up anyway. I want to showcase that claw hand. Can we do that? Yeah. There we go. And my thing, whenever I'm setting up my shelf, I don't want everything, you know, don't have everybody's shoulders leaning the same way. Looks like a chorus line. Here's another. Oh, I don't know where these links are going. Hey, I'm pretty happy with myself. I am very, and actually it's more than 12, because what do we have there now? 4? Let's get, all right, well, we got him, another one of the fantastic Studio Series. Let's see if we can put him there. And like I said, as the back starts to fill up, oh, crud, we have Sound Blaster, I forgot. So these guys are going to have to all scoot in. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I forgot we had our sound blasters. Ugh. How many of those do we have? We got Galactic Man, which we're counting as Sound Blaster. Although he's not Sound Blaster, but we'll put him back here. Well, I'll tell you what, he can kind of book into the other guy. There we go. And there. Ugh. He is just so annoying with that big, huge gun. But that's all you can do with it, is point it forward. And, wait a minute. Alright, I gotta get in here and... We gotta fix Galactic Man. He's cool. He's doing his thing. I just want it to be different. Alright, let's put him there. It would be okay if, like, that dude, he didn't turn into a humongous laser beam, laser rifle thing. Let's get the... I'm gonna have to put... Okay. He's gonna have to go in back somewhere. He is too big. How many do we have it there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Counting the sound blasters. Alright, let's put the Generation Sound Blaster back here. Put him on the other side of Soundwave, because we know they love each other. And we'll put our Siege here. There we go. Let's move this up a little bit. Move that over a little bit. And I know we had, didn't we have a core class Sound Blaster? I'm sure I did. I am almost positive of it. Where did it go? I don't see it, so that means I don't have to worry about it right now. Where I'm at, I'm over here doing this part. The sound blasters. I forgot I had some of those that I had to put back up there. Okay, we got those two. No, I've got a mini one. Well, we won't worry about it. Oh, there he is. Wait a minute. Found him. But I lost his blaster. I know he had one. Okay, he's dirty. We now have to clean him. All right, our last blaster. The last blaster. Master Blaster. There we go. Getting there in those knees. And there is the... And like I said, bud, core class is kind of where it's at. If you're wanting to start out, I would be so happy. Because you could get, like, everything. You can get 7 or 8 bots, like you said, for $80. In the core class, they're every bit as articulate. And they turn into cool little robots, just like the big deal. Alright, let's put this down here. Scoot you back. Scoot you up. Alright, put you there and you there. Him over here. Him back there. And then we'll just have to work around it. We'll just have to figure out a workaround. Alright, people, give the Shockwaves shit AK paint. Oh, God, yeah. Blaster, that's right. Where am I at? What am I doing? I've lost my mind. Okay, we've got, let's see. Several of these guys are big, but they're just kind of more bulky. I don't know. I don't want to be like on my other shelf where I was like, and there's the lemon tree, the LT. This guy's phenomenal. But like, I think almost like the legs are die cast, hips are die cast. This guy's cool. All right, we'll put him here. I think he looks good right there. Wandering. Let me do this. I have a little cap that from someplace where I've gone. Let's put that back there. I want him up to where we can see him. There we go. Yeah, and that's just a little cap that I had. Lift him up, pick him up. Yeah, That's cool. All right. I know that shelf is super dark, but once I'm done, I'll turn the light on and we'll go over it. And like on the sound waves, I took the light from my HasLab down here. Speaking of HasLab, has anybody heard when we're supposed to get our doggone Lyle Kaiser? I just, I just, I just put a bunch of dust all over myself. Okay, let's pull this guy out. That guy needs to go back there. We need to do some trading spaces because this guy's phenomenally gnarly, and he can just go right there, and that looks very good. Which the guard, dang it, don't. Okay, I hit a Megatron. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hit a Megatron. Almost made a calamity. You know what I can do too with him? And I don't really even have to look very hard. Well, I have another one of those little lids. All right, bud. You go to dinner, man. You have a good dinner. I appreciate you, so Esmeralda. You're bored. I'm so sorry. Yes, he is a scientist. He is an unethical scientist. You know what's something that I heard a little bit of Transformers lore is if you do stuff that's even, you know, off-putting to the worst Decepticon, they'll take your face and bye, Bob. And then after they take your face, they will bust you down to just an eyeball. So that's like a mark of whatever. It's just you now, I think. Well, thank you. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. You, Marm, are my best friend. I appreciate you. All right, let's put that guy there. Straighten out those hands a little bit. I want to just get these big guys up on the shelf. Let's see how they look. All right, that guy, he's just not going to be able to. Maybe we need to put him back over in the corner where he was. We're going to knock everything down, aren't I? There's some excitement as I knock everything over. So I want to put this big guy in the back. Yeah, I want to put him right there. Let's knock that gun right off. We don't need it. There we go. Stay put, man. All these guys want to flip-flop around. There we go. There we go. What do they call it? Avalanche. Okay, who fell and where did you fall to? Oh my gosh, he fell again. This guy just wants to do himself in. Stay put, buddy. Please, for the love of everything. You stay right here. Matter of fact, he might even go good right there. Because he's got wibbly wobbly hips and doesn't want to stand up. Maybe this is the one the shelf could do without. Oh, I say that, and he's like, I'll stand up. I'll do what I'm supposed to do. You want me to stand up? Is that what you wanted? You gonna cut me from the team, boss? That's right. Survivor up in here. Oh. Stay on. Yeah, you can hear those ambulances outside. I think it's an ambulance. The sirens. Just stay put, people. They spotted a Decepticon. That's right, it's the cops. Open up, you cons. You bunch of cons. We know you're in there. See? Give it up. They're probably out there. Somebody called in the Department of Transformer Health and Care and Social Services, and they said, you're a negligent Transformer parent. Look at how filthy these are. I'm doing the best I can, officer. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, just know I'm trying to be good to my Transformer babies. I am. Trying to show them all the love and respect that they're due. Okay, let's kind of Now that we have an idea of what we're working with, maybe we can middle him out. That would look kind of cool. Put the two smaller guys in back and have him sort of in the middle. They'll never catch us. That's right. Starscream. But Megatron, you failed again! You know what? There's still a little bit of... Can you guys see where my finger's at? No. No, you can't. I'm working on over here. Let us... That guy still... Oh, we still have this big honking dude. Oh, I forgot. Right there. Maybe put him in right there. Great. It looks great. It's fantastic. Put this other little core class booger right here. You know what I think? Let's not, like I said, everybody, whenever you do this stuff, go back and forth. Try and look all the way back at the end of your shelf. Use all your shelf space. Oh, I am about ready to pass out. Megatron, you will never end me. That's right. Because sentience is the right of all living beings. Or no, freedom is the right of all sentient beings. There we go. And there we go. Let's do something with him back here. Because he just seems to be taking up space for no reason. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna take you for a ride right now. Okay, let's go over all the way over here because I'm still proud of all my sound waves. We got these guys done. My final. You have Transformers Prime Shockwave. Oh, I do. Well, then I do. There's all of our sound waves, all the cassettes that I have. Behind the Shockwave with the orange. Oh, okay then. There we go. Actually, hold on here. I don't know. I don't know. What? No. Okay, I was going to try and turn on my flashlight. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got all of our Shockwaves done. Check those out. And then you said this one here. Oh, there we go. That's the Prime Universe one. Yep, and there is the Armada one. That guy back there, we might find a little stand for him. I want him to stand up a little bit more. We might do that for that whole back row. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, let's back up and we can see everything that we have gotten done so far. Look at that shelf. Look at that shelf down there. Esmeralda, thank you. You are my inspiration. Let's do a quick one. Oh. And you know what's next, everybody? All right, because you're here on my live, and I've got two people here with me. Anybody, if you're here, let me see. We got Esmeralda, and I don't know who else is sitting here watching. But please, because you're on the live, and you're with me, and I kind of hate doing this because I know I'm disappointing you, Esmeralda. It's like we're entering the upside down. That's what it is. It's the upside down. Next, we're going to do all of my Astro trains. And I've got a couple. You enjoy this, Esmeralda? Do you really? I hope so. You stay with me on this journey where look. Look at it. Oh. I'm so sorry. Let's focus over here. How about that, ladies and gentlemen? Let's focus on these beautiful, clean bots that we have up to a certain point, and then throw on the brakes. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, Esmeralda especially, I appreciate each and every last one of you. Boo! Yeah, my number one right there. I'm gonna make you a moderator so you can keep an eye on people. Do Optimus Prime next? Let me see. All right, are you ready for this? We can start in this corner and work our way over. Those are all my MPP10s and most of my MP10s. There's my little Beast Wars selection. And so on and so on and so forth. Now the Beast Wars, they're relatively clean because I actually pulled them down and was playing with them a couple of weeks ago. But these primes in here, all my MPs, those need to be cleaned. But that's way up high on the shelf. You're going to make me fall down and hurt myself. We'll get them clean for you, I promise. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and family, Esmeralda especially, whatever you have going on, you need to go grab yourself a nice hot water bottle or something and just lay down in the chair, chill out, watch some TV. How about that? I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a good evening.